Hello and welcome. It's Kevin Doherty here with Dream Practice Coaching and BuildYourDreamPractice.net. And if you're a chiropractor looking to use websites like Facebook and Twitter to help build a successful practice, this video should really help you out. I want to give you 3 social media marketing tips that will really help you get more chiropractic patients in the door and use social media in the right way. I see that this is a misunderstood topic quite frequently in the chiropractic profession. So I want to make sure that you have the right understanding, the right mindset, and the right strategies in place to ensure that you're getting maximum benefit from using social media sites. So why social media? You might be in a place right now where you're just still not getting it. You can't really fathom how websites like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube are going to help you build a successful practice. And if that's been your experience, I totally understand that. And I really hope that this video clarifies this because social media can be extremely powerful for really any small business out there. So the first thing you should be aware of is that all trends are moving in this direction. And what I mean by that is that social media has completely revolutionized the landscape for how we market any kind of small business. And everything is moving in this direction. You see advertisements on television for like big brands like Coca-Cola or NASCAR or pretty much any huge corporation out there, and they're using social media in a very integral fashion in their marketing. And they're doing this because it's working for them, meaning that it's building their business, it's profitable, and they're getting a good return on investment. So you always want to look at like what the biggest companies out there in the world are doing and know that they're doing it for a reason and that there's something in it that you can model. So on a micro level, we're seeing this for any kind of small business as well, that you have to be using websites like Facebook and Twitter because the average consumer out there now expects this. They want to see some social media presence from you. And if you don't have it, I think it's a negative selling point in your practice. Secondly, social media should help you build relationships with more people on autopilot. You know, if you think about it, most people out there are still very new to chiropractic and to chiropractic care, and they don't really understand how it works. They're probably a little bit afraid of trying it. They have skepticism, they have reluctance, and you can use social media to overcome a lot of the objections that people have out there, to educate them more, to really build relationships with people and build trust with them. And that's a lot of what having a Facebook fan page should help you with, or a Twitter presence, or using your YouTube channel as an educational medium. These are all tools to help you connect more deeply with your audience, which will definitely convert a lot more of them into paying patients. Third, social media is a great and easy way to stay in touch with people. And I see that one of the missing links in so many practices out there is contact management. And you need to have automated, convenient, cheap ways to stay in touch with anyone who ever expresses interest in your work indefinitely. And social media, especially Facebook, it gives you an amazing opportunity to do this. So just by posting on a regular basis and keeping your name and your brand out there in front of them, they're going to keep your practice at the forefront of their mind, which is an enormous asset when it comes to marketing and advertising. One of the last points I want to make is that social media helps position you as a trusted expert. So if you use it in the right way, you should really be developing an amazing reputation and really be perceived as the go-to practice in your local area. So this comes about from sharing great content mostly, and from connecting with people and understanding some of the psychology of why people are on a website like Facebook or Twitter. They want more inspiration, they want to learn more, they want to be educated, and you're in that position where you can just share a lot of great resources to help them. Facebook and Twitter, especially Facebook, I would say, also has tremendous viral marketing potential, meaning that it is so easy to forward and share and like information and syndicate it, distribute it to people that they know on Facebook. So if they're a fan of yours on your fan page and they like or share one of your posts, well, that will set up a notification in the news feed on the wall of their friends and let them know that they have done that. So it's really easy to get a lot more people aware of your practice just by leveraging the viral marketing potential of these websites. So my first tip for you is to definitely get your profiles custom designed. Brand recognition is imperative on social media, so you definitely want to have a brand and a logo and a visual representation of your chiropractic practice that stands out and that gets noticed. And that's my second point. Your custom profiles should help you stand out and just get more name recognition happening out there. So if people start to see your brand, your logo out there in many different ways on many different platforms, they're going to want to work with you more than any other practice in the area. And you can do a Google search to find a good designer. There are tons of designers out there that will help you custom design your Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube profiles, and those are the three that I would recommend that you do to start with. My second tip is to follow the 80-20 rule when promoting your chiropractic practice on social media. So what that means is that 80% of the posts you share should convey value, insight, and inspiration to your audience. 20% should focus on making offers to get your fans to become patients. This might actually be more like a 90-10 rule. The vast majority of what you want to post on your fan page and to your Twitter followers is value, are posts that inspire, educate, and help them. And you want to go into social media with a genuine and sincere intention to help as many people as you can. So the vast majority of what you're sharing is content that reflects that intention, and that's how you build a relationship with people and connect with your audience. Now, if occasionally you throw in an offer for them to come in and see you, or you make a little bit more of an advertisement on your fan page or your Twitter feed, that's fine. But you just don't want to overdo it. You don't want to spam your audience. You don't want to be too aggressive in how you sell your services because that is a turnoff, and people will then assume you're only there to get more business. So you want to have people feel and create the perception, the impression that you're there to connect with them. You're there to share great value. People aren't on Facebook to buy things. They're there to learn, grow, and build relationships. So you want to meet them where they're at, and through the repeated sharing of value, they will be more likely to invest in your services. My third tip for you is to get people off of social media as soon as possible. Now, this is a big mistake that I see a lot of chiropractors make, is they assume that fans and followers equate to patients, and that's just not true. Having a Facebook fan or a Twitter follower really honestly does nothing for your bottom line. That's not what's helpful on these sites. That's gravy. You definitely want to get as many fans and followers as you can, and that is helpful, but it's not directly beneficial for getting more patients in the door. Now, the reason that is because, like I said, people aren't on social media sites to buy things. They aren't a fan of your fan page so they can call you up and get an adjustment. They're there to learn, they're there to connect, they're there to grow. So you always want to keep that in mind. So there has to be an understanding of this, and then a way to get people off of these websites and onto your chiropractic website as quickly as you can. So that's your goal in social media, is to get them off of Facebook, get them off of Twitter, YouTube, get them onto your website as quickly as possible. From there, have a way to stay in touch with them, get them on your email list, and that's one step closer to them making a buying decision than it would be if they were just staying on social media as a fan or follower of you. So you want to make sure you have links for your website in the About section of your fan page and on your Twitter bio. And then in the occasional post that you make on your fan page or on your Twitter feed, you would invite people to go to your website, invite them to download a free ebook or whatever you have to give away, and definitely incorporate that in as a marketing system. Maybe once a week you want to have a formal invitation for people to get off of Facebook and onto your website. So there are a few strategic places that you can place links on your fan page in order to ensure that you're getting as many of your fans off of Facebook and onto your website. That's a little out of the scope of this video and this particular training, but just keep in mind that that is possible, and that is a big goal, that you definitely want to do everything you can to get them off of social media and onto your website, because that's where they're going to buy. That's where they're going to make a buying decision and be that much closer to wanting to work with you. So I hope you found these 3 tips helpful and that they've reinforced some points that you already knew and perhaps strengthen your understanding. Or if you're brand new to social media as a chiropractor, that these tips get you off to the right start and that you use these sites in a very strategic way to build your practice. It's definitely possible. And I'm seeing a lot of great results in the coaching work that I do, working with chiropractors and other small business owners to help them leverage social media in a very targeted way that builds their bottom line very effectively. So I want to share 2 resources with you. If you found this video helpful, you can go to www.prosperouspracticenow.com and you can check out my online membership program. It's $1 for the first month and it's a very small fee for any additional months that you stick with it. And there is a lot of social media training in there. There's a lot of web design training, web marketing, and just support on all levels of building a thriving chiropractic practice. So go ahead and check that out. And then secondly, one of the things you want to keep in mind is that if you're using social media, and really if you're interested in internet marketing in general to build your chiropractic practice, you want to have a website set up in a very specific way. So there has to be a series of marketing elements implemented into your website in order for it to be really successful. Otherwise, you're going to find that social media and other online strategies are frustrating and they don't really convert well for you. So a lot of that is based on how well your website is set up. So if you're wondering if your site is set up well or if you're pretty sure you need a new website, you can go to www.dreampracticewebsites.com. Go ahead and click the Contact tab and set up a free consult with my web designer, Rachel. She's a great web designer and she can answer any questions and make sure that you're totally clear on our design process. She's currently working with several chiropractors to help their online presence. So go ahead and take advantage of that. And I will be in touch with you in the very near future with more training. Make sure you get on my email list and so we can stay in touch. And I look forward to connecting with you and helping you out in your practice. Best wishes. Take care.